All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your newly scheduled math time. This was the schedule we were following prior to the November shutdown, and we are back at it, okay? We are going to switch gears. We had been talking about fractions. We are now going to begin talking about money. Your fraction knowledge will help you understand money because, as you know, coins are parts of whole dollar amounts. So they are in and of themselves a fraction. We're going to spend a day reviewing the way to count coins. Okay, so what is the proper way to count those coins? All right. Because we have a new day, I want to make sure you are aware of your new goal for this topic. Here is your goal.
Here is the success criteria for this week's math. Find the value of any collection of coins and bills. Write amounts less than $1 using the cent symbol. And write larger amounts using the dollar symbol in the form of dollars and cents. Solve real-world problems to determine whether there is enough money to make a purchase. Today, we're going to begin by thinking about the vocabulary, like the types of coins there are. And today we're going to practice finding the value of a collection of coins and writing using the correct symbol.
All right, so we are going to review those coins and you are going to know when to use the dollar sign and when to use the cent symbol because they do not get used together. A lot of third graders think they do, and they don't. It's one or the other, people. That's it. All right, so today we're going to go over math vocabulary. Raise your hand if you know the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. If you don't raise your hand, I'll sing it for you so that you can know it. Justin said, no, I know it. Okay, good. All right. So you're going to be using the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to help you understand the value of coins. We're going to start each day by reviewing these little coin songs until they're stuck in your heads forever, because that's my goal. So here it is, Penny. You see it? So think about Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Here's how it sounds. Listen, and then we'll do it together. Penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. Got it? Okay, ready? Here we go. Sing it with me. Penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. Awesome. Okay, so it's that twinkle, twinkle, little star right there. Okay, for penny, penny. All right. Let's check out dime or nickel. Oops, nickel. Here we go. Same thing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Listen. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. Beautiful. You see that? Okay, let's do it again. Here we go together. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. I think I messed that one up. Let's try it again. Ready? Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. Awesome. So that nickel, as you've just seen, is the thickest coin that we have, okay? When you turn it to its side, it's going to have the most space between your thumb and your finger. It is thick, okay? That is worth 5 cents. All right, dime. Here we go. Ready? Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. All right, let's do it together. Ready? Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. All right, as you can see, that dime is little and thin. A lot of people think because it's the smallest coin that it has the smallest value. It does not. The penny is actually bigger in size than the dime, but the dime is greater in value. It is worth more, okay? Let's do it one more time. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. Nice. All right, last one we're going to do is the quarter, okay? All right. Quarter, quarter, big and bold, you're worth 25, I'm told. All right, ready with me? Here we go. Quarter, quarter, big and bold, you're worth 25, I'm told. Okay, so the quarter is the largest standard coin that you see. We do have a silver dollar, we do have a gold dollar, but in terms of coins that you are going to see frequently, a quarter is the largest one that we have, okay? It is also the greater value of the 4 common coins, all right? As Miss Rebecca Bram is showing you, we will be reviewing these songs to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star every day. So get used to them, people, and they're going to help you, okay? The next thing that our standard told us is we need to know the difference between the cent symbol and the dollar sign, okay? The cent symbol is used when the value is less than $1, okay? So when you go to the concession stand and they tell you that an airhead is 50 cents, that is less than $1, so they say cents, okay? They don't say it's $1.50, okay? They say it's 50 cents. So that's when we use the cent symbol. The cent symbol can appear different ways. All 3 of these are the cent symbol, okay? They are a C and there is a line of some kind connected or going through them. This is what the cent symbol can look like. The dollar bill, y'all, dollar symbol is used when the value is $1 or more, okay? Just like the cent symbol, the dollar symbol can appear differently. Sometimes it has 2 lines going through the S. Sometimes there is 1 line going through the S. And sometimes there are just parts of a line attached to the top and bottom. All of these represent a dollar, okay? We use this sign when it is $1 or more. What you will never do is use these together, okay? We do not write the dollar sign and then put the cent sign at the end. You're either going to use the dollar sign or you're going to use the cent sign, okay? We use the dollar when there is a dollar or more, okay? Any questions about this? About those symbols, those signs? Terrence?
We used them songs in 2nd grade.
Yes, you did. That's why we started with them. They should be familiar.
Oh, we had a 3rd grade teacher. That's why.
All right. Decimal point. This is another important thing that you will see when working with money. A decimal point is a point. It's a small dot, okay? And what we do is we use that to separate the dollars from the cents, all right? So when you go to the store and your total is $2.14, that decimal point is what changes it from $2.14. And the reason that's important is, let's say there's not a decimal point. Well, now your $2.14 just became $214. Whoa! But when we add this little decimal point, we know this is the dollars and this is the cents. Okay, it separates those. All right, beautiful. And you go away, annotations. Goodbye. There we go. All right, we will review bills later. We want to focus on the coins today. So that is your vocabulary for the day. All right, coming back to our seesaw. Which of these tabs is it? There it is. We've gone over our vocab. Now we're going to take a look at how we count coins, okay? So we're going to take a look at this Brain Pop Junior video and how we are going to count coins in 3rd grade, all right? There's a specific way that we would like for you to count, and this is it.
You found something? What is it? Cool, a penny. What are some different coins? A penny is worth 1 cent. A nickel is worth 5 cents. A dime is worth 10 cents. A quarter is worth 25 cents. A dollar bill is worth 100 cents or $1. How much money have you saved, Moby? We better count. How can you skip count to count coins? When you have a group of the same coins, you can skip count to find the total. Each nickel is worth 5 cents, so you can skip count by fives. There are 5, 10, 15, 20 cents. You're right, Moby. Quarters can get tricky to skip count, but there are only 4 skips to get to $1. 25, 50, 75, 100 cents, or $1. Sometimes I have a combination of different coins. How can you count on to get the total? When you have a small group of different coins, you can count on to add them. Let's see. The nickel is worth the most, so we should start with that. So we start at 5 cents. Then we count on 3 pennies. There are 6, 7, 8 cents. Okay, we should start with a quarter, so that's 25 cents. Then we can count on 2 dimes. There are 35, 45 cents. Now there are a lot of coins, so we should use a different way to count. How can you sort coins to find the total? When you have a lot of different coins, you can sort them into like groups and then count. Then you skip count to find the total. Let's see. The dime is worth the most, 10, 20. Then we count on 2 nickels, 25, 30. Now we count on 2 pennies, 31, 32. There are 32 cents total. Cool, more coins. First, sort the coins. We start with 25 cents. Then we count the dimes. 35, 45. Then we count the nickels. 50, 55. Then we add on 3 pennies. 56, 57, 58 cents. Sometimes, when you have a lot of coins, you can group them in different ways to help you count. How can you group coins to help you count? You can combine different coins to make numbers that are easier to add. Let's see. I can start with 25 cents, but I can add a nickel to make 30 cents. 30 is an easy number to work with because it ends in 0. Then I can add the dime to get to 40 cents. Now I just count on the pennies to find the total. 41, 42 cents. Right, Moby. You can combine a few coins to make an easy number to work with before you add other coins. I can skip count the nickels first. 5, 10, 15 cents. Now it's easy to add on the dime to get 25 cents. Then I can add the quarter, 50 cents. Hey, wait a minute. I've got some coins in my pocket. I've got 3 pennies, which is the same as 3 cents. Let's add them together. 50 cents plus 3 cents is equal to 53 cents. So, how much money do you have saved up? It's a secret? Anyway, Moby, finding a penny's good luck. You know what they say. Find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Or maybe not.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So what you've just seen from there is that when you are counting money, you want to start with a certain type of coin and group them together. That makes it easier for your brain to skip count by that amount because it recognizes those patterns, okay? So that's what we are going to practice today. I am going to ask you guys to go to Seesaw and click on your Activities tab to refresh it. And you will see that you have an activity called Find the Value of a Collection of Coins, okay? With your teacher, we've done these. We've reviewed the success criteria, we've looked at math vocab, we've looked at our Brain Pop Junior. Now we're going to click Add, and on slide 1, we're going to label the name of each coin, and then we're going to complete some practice problems together, okay? As always, I recommend making your screen split so that half of your screen is your Seesaw work and the other half of your screen is your Zoom session so that you can see my work at the same time, okay? So make sure that you are able to see both. You are working right now on Find the Value of a Collection of Coins. Go ahead and click on that Add response, please.
Can we use real pennies or no?
We're using Seesaw today, but if you have them in your house to use them, that's fine. All right, so this says, with your teacher, money refresher. This is a review of 2nd grade. In 2nd grade, you learned the coins, you learned what they're called and how much they're worth. Today, we're going to learn on how to count them on, okay? So let's take a look at our first coin. We can see that we have this symbol, and this is a quarter. Go ahead and grab that orange label. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it fits in that box. It is called a quarter. I'm going to move this dollar coin over so that I can see all of my names. Here I have a coin that looks thick and fat. So guess what? It's worth 5 cents, and I know that. It is a nickel. Go ahead and label nickel as that second coin. We'll get our names done first, then we will go through the values. We have a quarter. We have a nickel. Next up, copper brown and easily spent. Worth one, or it's a penny and it's worth 1 cent. Penny is our next name there. Okay. Then we have the thin small coin, which is a dime. And finally, this is one way that a dollar can look in a coin. There's a gold dollar, there's also a silver dollar, but this is one of them, a dollar coin, okay? Go ahead and grab your drawing tool. We're going to write the values of the coins, okay? Our quarter, 25 cents, big and bold. You're worth 25, I'm told. Okay, our quarter is worth 25 cents. Quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I'm told. On to the nickel. Nickel. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents. I know that. This is worth 5 cents. You will notice that cent symbol is also there for you. Penny is up next. Penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. Just one. Dime. Dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. Putting a little style on it for you guys. You're welcome. And we don't have a song for the dollar, but we know that a dollar is worth 100 cents, which is also the same as $1. The only thing
You forgot your decimal.
The only thing missing would be that decimal point, but we are not using the decimal point. So Terrence, I did not forget it because we have this cent symbol. I would need the dollar symbol to use the decimal point. So a dollar coin is worth 100 cents. It's a very important distinction. Thank you, Terrence. All right. As this is labeled, it is a money refresher. You know this stuff. And if you don't know this stuff, you are behind. So you need to study this stuff, right? This should be a refresher to you. It is stuff that you have reviewed. Feel free to come back and look at this to help you as we are working, okay? Go ahead and move on to slide number 2. This is an example. This example will show us how we are going to count the value of coins. Please listen.
Let's do an example together, and we will find the value of the collection of coins. We will use the 2 steps on the right to help us. I see that these are tools that I can move around, so I'm going to organize them by type of coin. That will help me as I begin to label and count. If you cannot move them around, you still can label them and help you organize your thinking. Step number 1 says label the value of all the coins and bills. I see that I only have coins in this example. My first coin is a quarter. I know that that is equivalent to 25 cents. Next, I notice I have 2 dimes. I know that these are equivalent to 10 cents each. Going to the right, I see 2 nickels. Each nickel has a value of 5 cents. And finally, 2 pennies. Each penny has a value of 1 cent. I have now labeled the value of all of the coins. Step number 2 says to count money from greatest value to the least value. Starting with the greatest value, I see that is 25 cents. I will start by counting 25, and then I will look for the next greatest value. I see that 10 cents is the next greatest number. So starting with 25, I'm going to count on 10, and notice that my tens place is going to increase to 35 cents. Now I have 35 cents. I'm going to count 10 more cents, and notice that my tens place is going to increase. Now I have 45 cents. Next, I go to my nickels because they are the next greatest value. If I have 45 cents, I'm going to add 5 cents. I know that will get me to 50 cents. I'm going to count 1 more nickel, which is plus 5 more cents. And I will be at 55 cents. Finally, I have 2 pennies. I know I'm going to count by ones now. 55 plus 1 is 56. 56 plus 1 is 57. Now I need to think about how to record the value of the collection. I know there are two symbols for counting money and recording money. When the value of a collection is less than $1, we use the cent symbol. 57 is less than 100 cents, so I need to record this using the cent symbol. My answer is 57 cents.
Okay. What questions can I answer about how we counted money there? Okay, so we're feeling good. All right, let's practice. And as we're practicing, if you have questions come up, please ask them. All right, go ahead and go to slide 3. This says with your teacher. As Ms. Renale pointed, you can move these coins as tools. So I'd like for you to organize them so that they are together with their type. So I see that I have 2 quarters. I see that I have 1 dime. I have 2 nickels, and I have 1 penny. So I've sorted these so that they are with their kinds. Go ahead and do the same on your screen. As you're working on that, I want to point out that there are 2 steps to each slide. I am still sending back fraction work from people who didn't do the second step. Please make sure you are following all steps of the directions on the slides, okay? All right, step 1 says label the value of all coins and bills. Go ahead and cross out bills. We don't have any bills on this picture. We only have coins. We have 2 quarters. Quarters are worth 25 cents each, so I'm going to write 25 by each quarter to show that it has a value of 25 cents. We have 1 dime. A dime is worth 10 cents. We have 2 nickels. Nickels are worth 5 cents. And we have 1 penny, and that penny is worth 1 cent. So step 1, label the value of all coins and bills. Done. Some of you would think you are done and would click next, and you would only be doing half of the work, which is 1 out of 2 parts, which is a 50%, which is an F. You have to do all parts of your work, okay? Step 2 says, count the money from greatest value to least. Let's use that strategy that Mrs. Renale showed. Start with our quarters. I know if I have 2 quarters that I have 50 cents, okay? So I'm going to, in my head, mentally combine these together. 2 quarters is equal to 50 cents. Go ahead and write that off to the side. If you didn't know that 2 quarters was equal to 50 cents, then you can use anywhere on this page to add 25 plus 25 to find out that it does equal 50 cents. So feel free to use that space if you need to, okay? Now I'm moving from the greatest value to the least. Next up is a 10. In my head, I know that 50 plus 10 is 60. So now I have 60 cents, and I'm going to cross out 50 cents because I got more. I don't have 50 cents anymore. I now have 60. Okay, then I move on to my nickels. I have 2 nickels. Plus 1 nickel would go from 60 to 65 cents. All I would have to do is count by fives. So 60, 65, one more nickel is 70 cents. So I can cross out 65 because I now have 70. Okay, and now I have 1 penny. That's worth 1 cent. 70 plus 1 is 71. So down here where I asked for my answer, I have 71 cents. And I'm only using the cent symbol because I don't have more than $1. 71 cents is less than 100 cents, which is $1, so I use this cent symbol. Okay? Kiddos, please remember, copying does not equal learning. Okay, so if there's a part of this that confused you or a part of this that you need to understand better, please let me know now. What part of this do we need more understanding on? Yes, Terrence.
So how do we know that how it's $1 or not?
So $1 is going to be greater than 100 cents. Okay, so $1 is going to be larger than 100. So 101, 102, 147, 362, it's going to be greater than 100 cents. Okay, great question. All right, let's take a look at slide number 4. Counting money is getting into a habit and recognizing patterns. In order to get into a habit and recognize patterns, we have to practice. So we're going to do the same thing over several times until we're used to it. First step, I know that I'm going to separate these coins so that they are together with their kind. Go ahead and do the same. Aiden Hampton, separate those coins, baby. Move those so your quarter is by itself, your 2 dimes are together, your 3 nickels are together, and your 3 pennies are together. Okay? And I am going to show you right now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want you to see what Miss Bram is doing. Miss Bram is drawing the coins, which is something that you will ask to be due eventually as well. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Take a look at Miss Bram right now. You can see her video. It says Becca Bram. Notice that she put a circle with a Q for a quarter and 2 circles with D's in them for the dimes, 3 circles with N's in them for the nickels, and 3 circles with P's in them for the pennies. This is another way that you can show the type of coins that you are counting if you don't have pictures of the coins in front of you. This is how you can create them. Okay, back to our screen. Levin, did you have a question?
Yeah, I can't start my video right now because I'm getting dressed.
Okay. Alrighty, so it says label the value of all coins. Go ahead and cross out bills. We don't have any bills. We only have coins. So the value of a quarter is 25 cents. Go ahead and label that. The value of dimes are 10 cents. 10 for this dime, 10 for this dime. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5 cents, I know that. Nickels are worth 5 cents each. 5 for the first nickel, 5 for the second nickel, 5 for the third nickel. Pennies. Penny, penny, easily spent. Copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Step 1, label the value of all coins. Done. Step 2, count the money from greatest value to least value. Here we go. Quarter is first. I have 1 quarter. I have 25 cents. I'm going to add a dime. 25 plus 10 is 35 cents. I have another dime. 35 plus 10 is 45 cents. So I've now counted my quarter, my 2 dimes, and I'm up to 45 cents. Now I'm going to add my nickels. 45 plus 5. I'm counting by fives. So in my head, I can go 40, 45, 50. Plus 1 nickel would be 50 cents. I have another nickel, so 50 up to 55. That's 2 of my nickels. Make sure you are doing this on your slide 4 right now. I have a third nickel. 55 plus 5 more is 60. All I'm doing is counting by fives. We've done that since kindergarten. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We're at 60 right now. Now, I'm going to do what Brain Pop showed, and I'm going to put these 3 pennies together. I can count by ones more than one time. So I know that 3 pennies is worth 3 cents. Okay? 1 penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. So I'm going to add 3 to my 60. 63. If you need to do those pennies one at a time, that's fine. If you need to say 60, 61, 62, 63, do it, okay? In my head, I'm able to put those together. So I've counted the money from greatest value to least. I have 63 whats? My answer is 63 cents. 63 is less than or smaller than 100. So I need the cent symbol because it is not greater than $1. 63 cents. Questions, concerns, comments? All right, we are making good time, kiddos. Let's go ahead and go to slide 5, please. Slide 5, again, we are going to separate our coins into the types that they are together. So I'm going to take my dimes first because I don't see any quarters. You'll also notice that you have dimes that are on the heads and the tails. Okay, so some of your dimes look a little bit different than you might be used to, along with your pennies. Some of these pennies show the heads side. Some of these pennies show the tails side. That's why those songs focus on the way they look and their size, okay? They're thin for the dime. They're thick and fat for the nickel. They're copper brown for the penny. That way, if you know their size and shape, you're not confused by the heads or tails, okay? Terrence.
My slide 5 is a recording.
Okay, then you moved them out of order. You'll need to find the one with 5 dimes, a nickel, and 5 pennies. Okay. All right, step 1, label the value of all coins. I'm going to cross out bills. I don't have any bills on here. Label the value. Dimes, those are worth 10 cents. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. 10 for you, 10 for you, 10 for you, 10 for you, and a 10 for you. Dimes are worth 10 cents, and we have 5 dimes. 5 dimes. Okay. Now I'm going to take a look at my nickel. Nickel is worth 5 cents. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. You're worth 5, I know that. Okay, 5 cents for our nickel. And then we have our penny. Penny, penny, easily spent. Copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. All right, step 1, label the value of the coins. Done. Step 2, count the money from greatest value to least value. Okay. Now, I'm going to do this again in my head. Brain Pop showed us that we can group coins that we know how to count together. So instead of writing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I know that 5 dimes is worth 50 cents. In my head, mentally, I am counting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm going to write down that 50 together to show that I counted all of them. Okay. Counting by tens is easy for me, so I can do that. If you are still practicing counting by tens, then write it out. Write your 10. Cross it out, write your 20. Cross it out, write your 30. Do whatever you need to do. Okay, so 50 cents is what we have right now. I have to add a nickel. That means I'm counting by 5s. So 50, 55. So when I add my nickel, I have 55 cents. Okay, now I'm going to add my pennies. And again, I know how to count by ones. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All together, those 5 pennies equal 5 cents. Okay, so I'm going to go 55 plus 5 more is 60. And now I have counted all of my coins. So my answer is 60. And again, I'm going to use that cent symbol because it is less than 100. So it's not a dollar yet. We only have cents. 60 cents. I hope you're seeing that there's wiggle room for mental math here. Okay. I mentally counted my tens. I mentally counted my pennies for my 1 cent. Okay, so those help us, those mental math counting skills help us with our money counting. It's a great time to practice them. All right. Slide 6 is going to take a look at what happens when you have more than $1. Okay, more than $1. Please listen. Here's what happens when you have more than $1. Listen and look.
Together, we're going to find the value of this collection of coins. Step number 1, label the value of all the coins. I'm going to practice not moving around the coins because sometimes that's not an option. And I'm going to label the coins where they are. I notice I have some quarters, so 25, 25 cents, 25 cents, and 25 cents. Next, I'm going to look for my next greatest value. Do I have any dimes? Yes, I do. I know a dime has a value of 10 cents, 10 cents, has a value of 10 cents, and a value of 10 cents. Next, I'm going to check for nickels. I don't have any nickels in this collection, so I can skip labeling the value of 5 cents. Next, I will check for pennies. Yep, pennies are easy to spot. I know pennies have a value of 1 cent each. I have now labeled the value of all the coins. Next, I'm going to count the money from greatest value to the least value. Okay, I see I do have quarters. I'm going to start with my greatest amount, and I'm going to count starting with 25 cents. One more 25 will give me 50 cents. Plus one more 25 cents, I will be at 75 cents. Plus one more. Oh, I know 4 quarters makes $1, so I'm at 100 cents right now. Awesome. Okay, next, looking for my next greatest value. I see I've got dimes. I'm going to be counting by tens now. Starting at 100, I'm going to add 10 more. So 100 plus 10 is 110. Notice my tens place is going to increase. 10 more. I will be at 120 cents. 10 more. 130 cents. Notice we're counting by tens. And 10 more is 140 cents. I'm at 140 cents right now. Okay, I remember I didn't have any nickels, so I get to skip counting nickels and go down to pennies. Now I'm going to be counting by ones, and my ones place will increase. Right now I have 140 cents, so 141, 142, and 143 is my total amount of cents. I notice that this number is greater than 100. That tells me I do have $1. If you have more than 100 cents, you have $1. I also know about my cent symbol and my dollar symbol. When I have a value of money that is greater than 100 cents or greater than $1, I need to use the dollar symbol. So for this example, I have 143 cents. I know that 100 cents is $1. So I'm going to use the decimal point to represent $1. I can record this as saying I have $1, place my decimal, and 43 cents. I know I need to use the dollar symbol to represent I have a value greater than 100 cents.
Okay, so Terrence, that kind of talks about your question earlier. What do we do when it's greater than $1? There it is. Okay, we're going to do one of these together for practice. So find slide 7. Okay, I'm going to sort my coins. That helps me make sure I don't miss any of them. So go ahead and sort your coins. I'm going to put my quarters up top because they have the greatest value. I'm going to put my little and thin dimes next because they have the next greatest value. I have one nickel And then on the bottom, I'm going to put my pennies. Okay. So first up, as always, label the value of the coins. No bills, we're just doing coins. I have 3 quarters. Each quarter is worth 25 cents. You should be getting faster at labeling because you should start to be memorizing the values. I have 1 dime, 2 dimes, 3 dimes, 4 dimes, 5 dimes, 6 dimes, each worth 10 cents. I have 1 nickel worth 5 cents. And my 3 pennies are worth 1 cent each. 1, 1, 1. Step 1, label the value of the coins. Done. Step 2, count money from greatest value to least. Here we go. I remember that 2 quarters is 50 cents. So that's my 2 quarters, 1, 2, plus another quarter of 25 cents puts me at 75 cents. Again, you'll start to recognize the patterns of counting coins more quickly the more we do it. Okay. I have dimes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimes. Okay. I know that 6 dimes is worth 60 cents. So I'm going to circle these and put 60 next to them. So I have 75 cents and I just added 60 cents. That's hard for me to add in my head. So I'm going to actually create an addition sentence. 75 cents plus 60 cents. Go ahead and do the same. Aiden, it's probably hard to control your computer with that on your hand, kiddo. $0.05 plus no cents is equal to 5 cents. 70 cents plus 60 cents, that's 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. I need to carry my 100, put down my 3 tens. 100 plus no hundreds is 100. So I now have 135 cents.
So that's $1.00.
I still need to add my dime or my nickels. So I'm at 135 cents plus 5 more is 140 cents. I have 3 pennies that I know equals 3 cents. So I'm going to add that and I will have 143 cents. This is my total. When I write that, it's greater than 100. So I need to switch to the dollar sign. So I have $1 and this decimal point means the separation between dollars and cents and 43 cents. That is my answer, $1 and 43 cents. And we do not put the cent sign. It's understood that it is there by the decimal. The decimal takes its place. Okay. Slides 8, 9, 10 are the same thing. You're going to count the amount of money for a grade. On slide 11, you are going to draw the money, okay? So just like I talked with you about on Miss Bram's, if I wanted to draw a quarter, I could put a circle with a Q. You can also see that there are quarters down here for you to put over in the first picture. So you can drag this money. If you don't have enough, you can duplicate, or you can draw like Miss Bram showed us by putting the letter of the coin there as well. Okay, so you're going to create that much money. On slide 12, as always, use math vocabulary to explain how you know you are successful with this standard.